Hello and welcome to A Safe Space. Thank you for joining me today. I think this may be a shorter length video, but I just wanted to share with you today why I believe I've grown up a lot more this past year than I ever have before. We are the deliberate creators of our lives, so we can actually create our glow up, because when things change inside you, things also change around you. When you start to glow up from within, it starts to externally show as well, and you can experience an entire glow up in every aspect. The number one reason why I glowed up so much this year was because I started actually showing up for myself. Previous to this year, I always had a lot of goals for myself, and I did try to work on them here and there, but I also wasted a lot of time just scrolling on my phone and giving into temptations to just lay around and be lazy, but that always made me feel even worse about myself, and then it just kind of created this cycle of me feeling even more behind in life, so then not really having much motivation to do better. And I just remember getting so tired of myself because I just couldn't stop self-sabotaging, and it was just making me feel worse and worse about myself every day. And it also reflected in when I hung out with my friends. I was just a lot more insecure a year ago than I am now, and my friendships now are so different now. I'm able to connect with people a lot more deeply, and people are also more drawn to me now because I'm more secure in myself. I'm more authentic to my true self. And so a big reason for that is because I started actually showing up for myself. Now, obviously that looks different for everyone, but for me, that meant starting to actually put in the time and effort into my health goals, into my mental health goals, into my career and finance goals. I started doing what I said I was gonna do. I remember this quote that always stuck with me: "You are what you do, not what you say you'll do." And here's the thing, we don't need to constantly be productive and be living these extremely high productive lives. That's not what I mean by this. What I mean is that I was sabotaging myself by doing things that actually weren't helping me in any way, such as scrolling on social media for too long, or sleeping for too long when I know that the morning is my favorite part of the day, or just overthinking and talking myself out of doing things that I know would have been good for me, such as going to a yoga class or going on a run. It'd be different if I was actually using that time doing things that actually inspire me and fill me up with positivity, maybe playing my guitar or being creative or meditating. You know, those are all things that wouldn't have been a waste of my time. Even though they're not necessarily productive, they're good for the soul. Whenever you have those thoughts of, oh, I wish that I ate healthier, or I wish that I worked out more, or I wish that I woke up earlier, or I wish that I read more books, or I wish that I tried to film that YouTube video that I always wanted to try. It's like we're always thinking about these things that we wish that we would do. So when we actually start showing up for ourselves and doing the things that we said that we want to do, that creates a major glow up because we start feeling proud of ourselves. We start building so much more confidence in who we are as a person. And that reflects in your interactions with others, because you just naturally show up much more confident and secure in who you are because you show up for yourself. You practice what you preach. You go for the things that you want. You're actively creating the life that you want and the person that you want to be. And that changes everything. The main source of feeling unworthy around others and having anxiety around others is typically when we feel like they're better than us in some way, when they're more evolved than us in some way, or they're farther in life in some way, and we start to feel unworthy and insecure in ourselves because we feel less than. Well, this sort of feeling happens a lot less when you've really been pouring into yourself and showing up for yourself and working on your life. Then you can show up to interactions with confidence. You don't feel less than other people. Even though you're in different places of your life, you know that you are showing up for yourself, that you are working on your own goals. So you stop feeling less worthy around other people. And when you're more proud of yourself, when you're more confident in yourself, you build such a stronger relationship with yourself. You start to love yourself that much more. And when you love yourself more, when you're pouring positivity and love into yourself, then that reflects in your outer appearance as well. You start to glow up from within, and that glow up reflects externally as well. The second thing that I believe escalated my glow up this year was that I became so much more sure of myself. Sure of who I am. I think in the past, sometimes I would kind of conform to whoever I was hanging out around. And because I tend to be an extremely deep thinker, I think I used to hold back on a lot of aspects of myself so that I could conform with whoever I was around or not make them feel uncomfortable. But that only made me more insecure because it watered down who I really am as a person. It watered down my personality. And so I really experienced a major glow up when I began fully embracing every aspect of myself and not holding back, even when I'm around certain people that I feel like wouldn't relate to me. And there's gonna be a lot of people that you may not necessarily resonate with very much or vibe with very much, but you'll also notice that a lot of people that you may have not expected to resonate with you on some of those aspects actually are interested in some of those same things deep down, but it doesn't get brought up in many conversations or interactions. And so some people may actually really enjoy that you bring that aspect to the relationship. And that makes people want to be around you more because you know yourself, you're secure in yourself, and you no longer water down your personality for anyone. You just stay true to yourself, and nothing feels better than that. And being in that energy of really knowing yourself, being grounded in who you really are, not trying to be anything else that you're not, and just fully embracing and radiating your authentic self, it makes you so attractive to people. People want to be around you because that makes you an inspiring person to others. Because it's refreshing to see someone be so unique, to see someone be so true to themselves, and to bring up things that not everyone else does. And lastly, how I grew up this year is really quite simple. I actually just started putting more effort into myself. I started putting more effort into my appearance. I'm not gonna lie, when I first got into spirituality, I think I started focusing on my looks a little bit less because I saw it as superficial a little bit. And it can be if you place your value and self-worth on the way that you look. But if you simply put effort into your appearance because you love yourself and you wanna show up in this world as your best self and with confidence, it is going to make you feel so good about yourself. It is going to make everyone else fall 10 times more in love with you. So what did this mean for me? Just actually putting effort into what I wear every day. Actually taking the time to put something together that would make me feel confident in myself. Because when I used to do casual things such as maybe go to a coffee shop or go to the grocery store or whatever errands that I had that day, I often just wouldn't put effort into myself at all because I figured, well, I'm just running errands, why does it matter? But the reason why it matters is because when you put effort into yourself, first of all, you put love and energy into yourself, which creates a strong relationship. But on top of that, it just makes you show up in the world with so much more confidence. It puts you in a better mood because you just feel good about yourself. You feel hot, you feel confident. And I'm never encouraging anyone to cake their face or do something that does not feel good and natural to them. I'm just encouraging you to do the things that do feel good to you, to put a little more effort and energy and attention and love into yourself each day. I just radiate so much more confidence when I like how I look. And so that's why I just started putting more effort into myself every day, not just on special occasions, because I want to feel good about myself every day. And that has created a positive ripple effect in my life because it's made me a much more confident person, especially because I'm someone who has experienced social anxiety for a while as well, and this is something that has helped me with that. And not only that, but life is too short to just let your favorite clothes sit in the back of your closet and collect dust, or to never buy yourself any nice things, to never buy things that you really love, things that spark a flame within your soul. There are always more affordable, more conscious, and more sustainable ways of doing this. Of course, always being intentional with our own unique financial means and boundaries, but also allowing ourselves to do nice things for ourselves sometimes. Even though I'm someone who's pretty good at saving money, I do allow myself to go thrifting almost every week and to find, one little thing that really enhances my closet and makes me feel good and makes me more confident as a person. But obviously, do what feels good to you. If dressing up does not feel natural to you, then don't do it. For some people, maybe it's always having their nails done or always having their lashes done or always having their brows done. For me, it's my brows or like putting on jewelry or putting on lipstick and dressing up. Those are the things that not only make me look good, but make me feel good too. So those are not the only things that have caused my glow up. My glow up has been a journey for a few years now, kind of starting with getting into personal development and working on myself and a lot of different things, also learning a lot. Those are all things that really allowed me to glow up as a person inside and out. But I did want to share with you the main things that I think really made me glow up even more this past year. Again, to inspire you and remind you that you do have power over your life. You do have power over who you become as a person and how you choose to live this human experience. So if you are in need of a change in your life, if you desire to glow up as a person, then that is something that you absolutely do have control over, right? There's so many things in life that we don't have control over, but what we do have control over is ourselves and the actions that we're gonna take every day to become the person that we want to be. But that is all I have for you today. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope that this resonated with you. I hope it added value to you in any way. If it did, then feel free to give it a like. That really helps support me in the YouTube algorithm. And if you would like to see more of my content, or you would just simply like a safe space to come back to every week, then subscribe to the channel. I would love to have you a part of my safe space community. But other than that, I really hope that I see you in the next video. Bye!